Oh, that's what I'm talking about. You ready to flip houses now, huh? You bad, huh? You fell asleep one night with HGTV on and you saw some clown on there making $60,000 and he looked like he know the hell he was doing. You like, shit, I can do that. That's what you want to do? You want to hop in the big boy league? Alright, cool. I'm going to tell you everything that you kind of need to know, or some tips and tricks that I've used to flip some houses, and hey, maybe you can learn a thing or two. Only price that you're gonna pay is a like. Hit the like button. You don't have to subscribe, not yet. If you find value in this video, or it was entertaining, or it was funny, or damn, that dude was good looking, hit the like button or hit the subscribe button. First of all, my name is Mr.Richard, and this is the Rich Get Richard. And I unedit my videos. That shit is raw as a duck. I can't say that. Yeah, they raw, man. I don't edit my videos, and I just, because I think that it's more genuine when you just speak and convey a message off the top of your head, because I don't have to look nothing up. I mean, this is stuff that I've done. And I just get tired of people asking me, yo, man, how'd you do that? How'd you do that? How'd you do that? So I just say, I'll make a video. You watch what I do in the video over and over again. And if people ask me a question, I just send the video. Rocket science, right? So you find this value, hit the subscribe button. But you gotta hit the like button just for watching. Like button free. 2 seconds. I'll wait. Cool. Since you hit that like button, appreciate it. Next, we're going to talk about flipping houses. So you saw somebody on HGTV, or you heard somebody flipping houses, or you always wanted to do it. You thought it'd be fun. It'd be a great activity. I got some carpentry skills. You redid your hardwood floors in the living room one time. You like, all I gotta do now is paint. I can do this in another house. Slow it down, Kimosabe. It's a little more detailed than that. However, I'm gonna try to give you a quick synopsis of what things that I've ran into, or things you might run into while thinking about flipping a house. Number one, finding a house. So a lot of people try to look on the MLS or on Craigslist or on Facebook and try to find a house. A lot of times they just go to a real estate agent and try to find a house. You can find a house on the MLS and stuff like that, and Craigslist, but it's slim pickings. Just at least my personal opinion. And then, to me, the best approach would be to find someone who flips a lot of houses, or individuals who like wholesale houses. Those are individuals who find houses in distress and negotiate with the homeowner to get like the best possible price, and they'll sell you that house. But those houses are cash. So if you ain't got no cash sitting around, it's gonna be hard. Then you probably gotta go to a hard money lender. They're gonna charge you 10% juice for the whole year on that money. They'll loan it to you, but the money is hard, because two reasons they call it hard money, at least from what I've experienced, because the terms are really hard and they're borrowing against a hard asset. Make sense? So you need to find a property either through a wholesaler or on Facebook, Craigslist, or Real Estate Buddy, whatever. More likely a flip gonna need a lot of work, and traditional conventional loans, they're not gonna loan to you a flip that money, cheap money. They're not gonna give you like 3% or 5% down on a flip. That ain't happening. If you find a 3% or 5% down on a flip, give me a call, because we need to do some business, because it ain't happening. You might can find a deal here and there, but long-term business plan goals, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna be scalable. Yeah, maybe some people out there are doing it, but I've worked with a lot of flippers and wholesalers and real estate agents and contractors and all that shit, so it ain't happening. So find you a person who buys a whole bunch of houses and sells them real cheap. You need to get a wholesaler, or you need to get cash. And like I said, you might can get financing traditionally, but it's gonna be slim pickings. 1, 2. Let's talk about financing. There's a few different types of programs out there for financing a house. So you want a traditional house? Cool. You want to go live in the thing? Cool. Flipping? That's another story. So you got what's called a VA loan. VA is Veteran Assistance Loan. That's for military only. If you're not a vet, screw it. But that's zero down. A standard home loan or first time FHA, first time home loan. It's like 3%, 3 to 5%. No, about 3%. First time they give you an incentive to because it's your first home. Then you have a traditional home or a conventional home, or whatever they want to call that. I heard them both. That's like 5%. So you purchased a house before and you want to go to another house. It's going to be about 5, 7, maybe 10% down, depending on the house, depending on the loan, depending on your credit, and all that kind of stuff like that. But veterans, 0. FHA, first time home buyer, 3%, depending on your credit. Traditional or conventional, 3, 4, 5, no, like 5, 6, 7%. And then you have flip houses. Okay, let me talk about something else. You have commercial loans. So if you want to buy an apartment complex, commercial loans are like 20% down. You want to buy an apartment complex, you want to buy an apartment complex is anything over 5 units. 4 units, which is fourplex, is considered a residential or a single family home. Doesn't make sense to me either, but you can get away with putting like 5% down on a fourplex, but you got to put 20% down on a fiveplex. So you know what that means? Buy fourplexes. Unless you got the money down, but then the returns on them houses got to be good anyways. I'm kind of rambling, but shut up, just follow. So flip houses would be considered an investment loan. Investment loan falls into the commercial loan property, 20% down. Depends on the market too. I remember when I was started, I was getting like 15% on my flip loans. That was good money back then. Nowadays, it's 20%. Anything. You want to flip a house, it's 20% down. So, but because it's considered an investment property, and then it still has to be like somewhat manageable, and you still got to have good credit, and it's got to be like somewhat livable too. Like you're not gonna, tear down this house. That would you would get a construction loan for it. Construction loan, commercial loan, apartments. Construction loan, 20%, and investment, 20%. Sorry, I'm rambling. Okay, let's get back to the bread and butter. So, say if you got your finances in order and you found a deal. So, what do you need to do? So, you need to have money set aside for what you're gonna do. You need to figure out how much it's gonna cost. So you need to call 3 contractors at least per item that you need to get done, that you're gonna get done out. And you don't really need a main contractor, a general contractor, can't even think. A general contractor, you can do it yourself if you go over there a lot, every day, every other day. You kind of can do it yourself. You kind of save on costs, but if you do a lot of them, I would suggest getting a general contractor, but you don't necessarily have to. So you allocate, you figure out how much everything's gonna cost. You should have you can go online and look up some of this stuff, what general prices cost for general areas and general material. Like in my head, if someone says, I wanna do a roof, that's $6 grand, 5 to 7 grand, depending on the size of the roof. I wanna redo the flooring, that's 5 to 6 grand. I already know. Anything over 2,000 square feet, I'll add 30% to it. You know what I mean? Because you just do it a lot. Cosmetic paint throughout the house, 2 grand. Kitchen remodel, 10 grand, unless it's over 2,000 square feet. And then you just bathroom 5 to 6 grand. Bathroom about $5,000. You do it yourself, then you kind of save a little money. But those are just standard average landscape 2 grand. You just know what they are, man. You just do it so much, and they have like tons of material online where you can just look at how much stuff gonna cost. So you should have your budget, but then after that you should have a contingency budget. All right, contingency budget is a amount of money that just in case something goes bad, it should be 10%. So if your budget for the flip is 50 grand, you should have at least $5,000 saved aside for contingencies. And if you don't hit your contingencies, which you will, you can put that money back to it in your pocket. you know. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about hard money either. You buy hard money assets when you talk about getting loans. So if you find a loan that give you 20%, you go to hard money and you say, yo, I want to borrow 20% of this money for a down payment. They say, okay, cool. And they'll give you money for the construction cost too. So if the bank is giving you 80, the hard money is giving you 20, and they pay for the financing, or they pay for the flicks too. How much money coming out your pocket? I'll wait. The tricks of the trade though, but the juice is running. As soon as you get that money, you gotta start damn kicking that shit out. Kick it out. Or find you an investor, say, yo man, I need $20,000 for this down payment. Someone give you $20,000, they want $25,000 back in 3 months or 4 months or 5 months, whatever y'all agree to. The money's out there, you just gotta go get it. All right, so set your budget aside. You know, make sure you have a contingency. Make sure you have a plan. Make sure you have a timeline. And while you're doing that stuff, make sure you get in touch with real estate agents and make sure and just, you know, call a couple of them out. Say, yo, this is what I'm doing. How much you think this house should go for? But you already did your research anyways, right? You should know what you're doing, right? You're using more than just Zillow to figure out your damn house value, right? Because Zillow's full of crap. Say my house worth $500,000. Where? Nah, not even close. So you got to do a little research. If you're thinking about buying a house, go to a real estate agent. Say, yo, could you pull some comps in this area? And if you do, I'll, you know, bring you more work, or I'll probably list my house with you whenever I get ready to sell it. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Do 5 minutes worth of work to potentially get a listing. You know, if you use them or not, that's on you. Use your integrity. And then when you do get your money, make sure everybody get paid whenever you do finish the house. Get everything done, they're properly listed. If it's in this market, it ain't gonna last long. If it's halfway decent, you neutral colors, keep it simple. You know, don't make it biased. You go to Lowe's or Home Depot and say, yo, what's the most sold floor in here? What's the number one paint color in here? What's the number one countertop sold in here? Just get it. What's the number one cabinet sold here? Cool, get it. Cause they already know. You know, 400 people bought this and 30 people bought this. Which one you think's gonna look good? All right, so you put the nicer materials in your property, and a little goes a long way. You put the little touches here and there. You know, put some granite. You know, granite's cheap nowadays. Put some decent granite, some decent hardwood floors. Even if they're linoleum, people love it. They look 10 times better. No one wants carpet anymore. That's just trash. Decent paint on the wall. Maybe fix the AC unit if you got to. Nice ceiling fans, paint. Good landscaping. In a hat, this market is gone. Flying off the shelf, right? So what you do with that money is, one, it's capital gains. So you gotta pay some taxes, brother. So what you do, you set some of that money, 20% of that, set it aside. Because you got to pay some taxes. And then you could take that money and do a 1029, 1028 exchange. I can't remember what it is. So what happens is you can reinvest your profits into another property. So the government gives you a certain amount of time to take the profits and invest into a 1095 exchange. I think it's 1095. I need to Google it. But just put reinvest profits from flip. I'm sure it'll come up. I think it's 1095. And then you can take that money, say if you made 50 grand, instead of you putting, 10 grand, 15 grand to the side, take the whole 50, buy another property. So now you don't have to pay them taxes. Well, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a coach. I can coach you. I can tell you what to do with your money. Don't come and sue me. I'm good looking. I ain't gonna make it in jail. Come on, man. But, just give you some general ideas, man. It's not that hard. If you're a good hard worker, you got good taste, you can manage some people and manage a little money, you got it. This is just more so of an overview of stuff you already knew. Cause you watched the HGTV, watched 2 episodes of Renovation Reality and saw some clown on there make $30,000 on the property on the first time flip. Shit, you can do it. Hell, I'm an idiot. I'd do it. I'd do it. Not pleasure. So, find a good property. Get you some good financing. Terms might be hard. That means you just gotta work twice as hard to get it out of there. In and out. Speed is the name of the game. Pick out some good fixtures. Decent remodeling, neutral paints, neutral fixtures and stuff like that. Don't be trying to get all fancy and stuff like that. Oh, I saw this person on HGTV put gold on the wall. That. Keep it simple. When you sell your property with an agent, take your profits, reinvest it to another property. Don't be like, yo man, I'm gonna get this Escalade dog on 22s. That. I'm rich, I drive a damn Honda. Cause you know why? Cause it's a depreciating asset. You don't need that crap. What you do need is more money and more residual income and more passive income. You know what I mean? So that's all it is to it, man. You got this. Go out there and do it. You find value in this, hit that sub button. And hit me up on Instagram and say, yo man, I watched one of your videos. This shit was funny, entertaining, and it kind of motivated me to do it. Cause you look like an idiot and it just made me do it. So I did it. I made $42,000. You know, you can send $30 cash app. I do eat. I do like to eat. Then on you. But enough of that shit. Flipping, easy. You got it. Left, right, recent videos. In the middle, subscribe button. Subscribe, sucker. Like this video, sucker. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok, sucker. Too easy. What's next? You got it. Do better.